Have you ever wondered whether someone was rich, but you weren't quite sure? Well, as it turns out, there's some signs that someone is secretly rich. In this video, we'll cover 10 non-obvious signs that someone is rich. And by the end of the video, you'll easily be able to identify if someone's rich. Number 1. They are low-key, and they don't draw attention to themselves. While we all recognize that money isn't everything, in the hard-changing world of big business, mega deals, and power players, money is always on the minds of individuals. Even if it's not courteous to inquire, we are often curious. How much money does she earn? How much money is he worth? What's the value of her home? Ultra-wealthy individuals do not have a meet-and-greet agenda, nor do they need one. They are not overt in their conduct. They are unlikely to seek you out and attempt to communicate with you. The wealthiest person in the room is not the loudmouth man who is forcing his business card into everyone's pocket. No, the majority of wealthy individuals do not dress to dazzle the world with cutting-edge fashion. They dress for comfort and have a sense of style that is identifiable by its subtle refinement. What do you do is frequently used as a code word to ask, how much money do you make? Those who are genuinely successful do not have these reservations, which is why you will rarely hear them discuss their money. Number 2, they're usually nondescript. Their fashion sense is comfortable, yet subtly sophisticated and fitted to a T. Logos usually hidden from view. The wealthy and renowned don't dress in $1,000 suits or dresses because they're more astute. Why spend hundreds of dollars on clothing that'll get washed out, deteriorate, become misplaced, or rip when you could be investing the money in real estate or starting a business? When you're wealthy, you're secure enough in your abilities and expertise that you no longer feel the need to flaunt them. You'd rather focus on personal development and business expansion than on whether or not you've previously worn a particular outfit this week. The wealthy maintain their wealth by living below their means, so why not give it a try? When you first meet someone with a lot of money, they don't appear wealthy. It is actually those with less money who dress up in costly clothing. Mark Zuckerberg, Steve Jobs, and Bill Gates are all billionaires who keep their styles basic. Decision fatigue is the progressive deterioration of one's capacity to make sound judgments. Barack Obama, the former president of the United States, commented on decision fatigue by saying, "As you can see, I exclusively wear gray or blue suits. I'm attempting to reduce my decision making. I'm not interested in making choices about what I eat or wear because I have a plethora of other choices to make." Number 3. They don't show the need to impress others. They don't show off Instagram pics of how fabulous their lives are. One of the most telling signs that someone is secretly wealthy and prosperous is their ability to mock other affluent people. In this regard, they're similar to the rest of us. They find the antics and egotism of some wealthy individuals amusing and absurd. They could laugh along with you when a person flashes his costly watch ostentatiously, or when someone uses the "do you even know who I am?" line on a restaurant waiter. When we lack funds, we feel compelled to act as though we do have them. The trappings of wealth, suits, high heels, fitting, tailored clothing, serve as a prison for them and serve as a signal that they are not wealthy. In Canada, the ultra-rich, people with $30 million in net worth or more, carefully avoid detection. Someone who dresses in an uncomfortably formal suit and tie is likely attempting to compensate for a deficiency in abilities and knowledge. When we do have money, we don't feel the need to show it. In fact, as humans, we may actively try to hide the fact. Number 4. It's difficult to nail their career down to a single job. Numerous rich individuals have multiple streams of income. They may have a day job, a business. The rich, for the most part, own businesses in addition to a variety of other sources of income. They may rent properties, have dividend income, and even more. This enables them to increase their revenue. They also do this because the rich understand that a single source of income might not persist indefinitely and are able to mitigate risk by diversifying their sources of income. Experts say having many streams of income, rather than relying on a single wage, may make you feel more financially secure and put you in a position to expand your wealth. 65% of millionaires have at least 3 sources of income. Approximately 3 in 10 have 5 or even more sources of income. You should never rely on a single source of income, a single full-time job, or even a single market, since the one constant in life is change, and things change at a breakneck pace. The greatest approach to protect yourself from that shift is to diversify your sources of income. Number 5. They have glowing skin and white teeth. The wealthy, both famous and not, tend to be visibly well moisturized. If you find the right product and live the skincare lifestyle, then you will be rewarded with the glow of the youthful. This advice usually comes from the wealthy, who have all the access in the world to the best skin products and treatments. It's no mystery to beauty editors and writers that the answer is access to expensive products, treatments, and cosmetic dermatology procedures that few people outside their world could ever hope to experience. Skincare products for rich people add up quickly. Most come in small, quickly emptied packages. Even if you're dedicated to low-cost alternatives, the trial and error of finding what works for your skin really adds up. A diet of fresh foods, plenty of water, and 8 hours of sleep are the keys to looking good on a budget. Darker skin is structurally less prone to show some of the most obvious signs of aging, but people with it still encounter issues such as acne and uneven pigmentation. If you want to become government rich, then make sure to subscribe for more insightful videos like this one. They'll help you grow as a person, and they're free. Number 6. Rich people are good at networking. Michael Woolrich's new book, The Millionaire Zone, argues that the wealthy use their networks more effectively than everyone else to get ahead. Successful people from Oprah to Bill Gates to teen pop stars didn't go it alone. They had people around them, oftentimes 1 or 2 key people. Millionaires tap into their networks more effectively. They use the people, places, and resources around them so that they can succeed. Research found that 53% of Americans want to start a business, but are anxious about venturing out on their own. 56% said they would be less fearful if they could learn to use effective networking for success. Going outside your comfort zone can be a real fear, and this can especially hinder women. But nearly 60% of millionaires felt that they too had to move out of their comfort zone to reach their critical tipping point. The answer is often right there in their own network, starting with their own home. Number 7. They're not reckless spenders. They understand the value of money and are considered disciplined in spending. According to Warren Buffett, if you acquire items you do not need, you will be forced to sell items you do require. Bill Gates and Mark Zuckerberg, both billionaires, donate a sizable amount of their riches to charity. 67% of wealthy people report that they do not watch television. According to Ingvar Kamprad, he never wears anything that was not purchased at a flea market. Bill Gates continues to wear a $10 watch despite having a wardrobe full of Rolexes. Warren Buffett may be the 3rd richest man in the world, yet he continues to live in the $31,500 house that he purchased in 1958. John Caldwell, a rich businessman, cuts his own hair, and only 8% of the wealthy have more than 1 credit card, whereas 77% of the poor have numerous credit cards. With additional cards comes a greater number of fees to manage and financing charges to incur. Number 8. They value time and spend more money to save time. A significant indicator is how people spend money in proportion to time. It's not uncommon to see someone drive 30 minutes to the opposite side of the city in order to save on gas or groceries. While taking a helicopter from the airport to the city or a private aircraft to a specific function is an obvious indicator of wealth, this style of thinking also manifests in everyday behaviors. The primary distinction between a wealthy and a poor individual is how they use their time. Rich individuals place a higher premium on time than money, owing to the fact that time is a finite resource that cannot be bartered or traded away. Time is just too important to waste and should not be considered as an infinite resource. Yet, people still behave this way. When you're born, you're given 11,750 productive days, minus sleep, childhood, and university study. If you added another 6 years to your life and attended a university full-time, the equation would increase by 2,190 days. Thus, you lose another 6,865 days due to sleep deprivation, leaving you with only 13,940 days to do anything related to your objectives and life. Number 9. They're focused on saving and investing. They understand the importance of saving for a rainy day and want their money to work for them. Millionaires are self-disciplined in their spending, saving, and investing, even when the economy is not performing as well as they would like. Even millionaires who have an extra income stream may maintain thrifty spending habits. They usually make a point of paying off their credit card debt in full each month to prevent accruing interest or penalties. Financial experts recommend saving 3 to 6 months' worth of living costs in an emergency fund, but the amount you save is entirely up to you and your income and comfort level. Your emergency fund should be stored in a readily accessible savings account that is not subject to the market's ups and downs. Millionaires take calculated risks with debt in order to avoid spending years paying off interest on items that rapidly deteriorate in value. They may have a mortgage on their principal residence, yet pay it off years ahead of schedule by accelerating their mortgage payments. Number 10. They are private about their finances. They have people working for them who take care of their money. Wealthy people concentrate on their strengths and delegate money management to a professional. They concentrate on the unique value that they contribute to the world in order to generate revenue for investment. At the same time, do not be utterly naive when it comes to money management. At the very least, understand the fundamentals well enough to understand what your financial counselor is telling you. The information is inexpensive and readily available. Numerous wealthy individuals have authored several books on the subject. Vladimir Gendelman, a multi-millionaire entrepreneur, says, "I understand how to establish and expand enterprises, but I leave money management to a skilled financial advisor." And if you found this video useful, you'll love these. And make sure to subscribe and leave a comment saying, "I subscribed," and we will personally reply to your comment.